Ireland Six Nations squad fixtures list preview, folks. I feel like this is not an ideal couple of weeks ahead of Ireland's campaign, ahead of 2026. I mean, the good news is you got Andy Farrell back for this Six Nations. He was away with the Lions last year, getting things prepped. But geez, your injury list is long, particularly at prop, and Bundy Aki's got himself suspended. Which, I mean, if you're looking at things on the bright side, you could say Aki being injured is a good reason for Farrell to bring in someone a bit younger, because Aki is like 35, and Farrell does get a bit criticised for keeping the average age of the squad a little bit higher than some others. But geez, yeah, that doesn't seem ideal. I am excited about a couple of the new faces who will be getting their first cracks in green, potentially, the Six Nations. We'll go through it. You guys can let us know your thoughts. Bundy, his suspension's the big news at the minute. 3 or 4 match suspension, including 1 game for Connacht. So 3 Six Nations games suspended. I mean, to get suspended for verbally abusing a ref at 35 years old is pretty dumb. It's just pretty dumb. I know these people are kind of ultra high competitors, and it is hard to put yourself in their head when they are frustrated and they've got emotions like all of us and tensions are running high. They want to unleash, but still, for a veteran who's played that many games at that age to get suspended for that long, for that reason, it's just pretty dumb ahead of a big Six Nations. So yeah, not ideal for Bundy. And then you got some other key players who are out for the long term. Mac Hansen's not going to be back for a while. Hugo Keenan's gone and broken his thumb, which is again keeping him out of that fullback jersey, at least for the initial part of the tournament. Robbie Henshaw's injured. Ryan Baird is injured. Tom Ahern was in the squad. He's been replaced by Izichukwu, which I am pretty excited about because Izichukwu's a good player as well. You guys have got a few kind of big rangy locks who are kind of skilled around the park, but geez, if they're getting injured, Baird and Ahern and whatnot, I know Baird lock loose forward, but still, yeah, the injury list goes further than just that. And then props. Porter's out, Boyle's out, McCarthy's out. You got Billy Bowen, the 20-year-old, coming into the squad. A bit of a emergency call-up. So at Loosehead, you're getting a fair bit of depth tested. And it's crazy that the first game is between Ireland and France, where Ireland have got this big calamitous injury list at Loosehead, and then France have just lost their premier tight head, Antonio, to retirement with a cardiac issue. So it seems to be a bit of a curse at the moment for some of the front rowers. But injuries do happen, medical issues do happen with rugby players, so it is for the coaches to kind of manage those situations. Some of the new faces, apart from Billy Bowen, Edwin Adogbo, really excited about him. Seems like a proper prospect from what I've seen of him with Munster. I think he missed a fair bit of rugby, didn't he, in the end of last year? But he's in the squad. He looks a potential player. And then Nathan Doak, as a nice goal-kicking 9, is also another good option there. Seen him playing some pretty good rugby for Ulster in recent times. And then Jude Postlethwaite comes in with Aki's suspension, which is, again, one of those ones where it's like maybe some misfortune with Aki getting suspended. Maybe some good comes out of that. So we'll see. Some of the guys, Harry Burns back in the mix. I saw Bella Coons back in the squad, which is great because he's a classy winger, man. He's rangy. He runs quicker than he looks like he's running. I don't know if it's because he's tall. He's deceptively quick. But I think he's had a bit of a niggling injury as well. So fingers crossed he's all right because he's had some bad luck with injuries. Stockdale's there in the back 3. I see James Lowe is getting a fair bit of stick. He's a real magnet for criticism, is James Lowe. And I had a quick look at some of his stats because people were saying a lot of, where's Zach Ward? How is James Lowe ahead of Zach Ward? Well, I mean, just in like URC stats, Zach Ward does have more defenders beaten, more tries, more line breaks and whatnot. But you know what? Guess who kicks a lot more? With a big old left boot. That's James Lowe. So I get the feeling at international rugby that may be more what Andy Farrell is looking at. It's a big part of why you pick James Lowe, because he's got a massive cannon of a left boot on him when territory is key. And a guy to get you out of jail in those left corners, it is often James Lowe. The fixtures list for Ireland is potentially why their prediction in terms of like the bookies and the algos and whatnot is maybe not as high as it might be. But the bookies have got the Irish as third favourites behind England at this point. It seems like there's a lot of money going on France. Yeah. France away. Then Italy at home, so tough game. In theory, kind of easy game at home against Italy, although no one will take anyone lightly in the Six Nations. England away, again, tough game. And then Wales at home, again, potentially easy game, as I said, with that caveat. And then Scotland at home. You guys always beat Scotland, away or home. So you need to win at least one of England or France away and hope nobody else gets a Grand Slam, I would say. I mean, you could just go get a Grand Slam yourselves, but that's a tough fixtures list. For sure. Third favourite with the bookies. But if you checked out my chat with Graham from Rugby Forecast the other day, his algorithm has Ireland as the favourite. It's pretty much a three-horse race. There's very little in it between England, Ireland and France. But believe it or not, it's the Scotland fixture, which potentially tips the balance in Ireland's favour. If you want to check out the chat that I had with him, it's up there. We chatted for like 20 odd minutes about the kind of possible permutations and why the algo has France as Grand Slam most likely, even though no Grand Slam is most likely. But Ireland is the overall tournament favourites. But yeah, you guys let us know your thoughts. What do you think about the Aki suspension? Is this actually good news, which forces Andy's hand and bringing in the likes of a Jude Postlewaite? How do you think they're going to go at loose head prop? Other injuries, that's not even all. Like Calvin Nash is out. There are other injuries as well. It's not even a full list. Keenan's one is bad timing. But yeah, you guys let us know your thoughts. Are you optimistic, pessimistic, realistic about Ireland's chances? You guys take care. And I will talk to you guys again soon. See you later.